Hey, welcome. It's Domain Dave with another CheapWineFinder.com podcast for a wine we wrote up on the CheapWineFinder.com website, which is what we do and what I'm doing. So today we've got a little bit different, a little bit interesting. I went to a local wine shop and I found this French Bubbly, $9.99. You know, this is not a store brand. This is just straight up. And this is also something that this particular wine might not be available in 48 states. It's not something you can go into your local wine shop and guarantee you'll find, but something like it will be in there. And that's the important part because they're all going to be a little bit different, and we'll explain why they're all going to be fairly decent to drink. And what we have here is the Lealais Blanc Brut sparkling wine from Burgundy. It's Chardonnay. Chardonnay is the grape of Burgundy. It's also the grape of Champagne, along with Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Champagne is on the northern section of Burgundy. Beaujolais is in the southern. And Burgundy is in the different. That's the home of Chardonnay. Now, this wine is $9.99 for a reason. It's because it's not made in the traditional method. They don't make it like Champagne, where they ferment the wine once and they put it in, they bottle it, and then they put some yeast and sugar in each bottle, close it up, and come back a year and a half later. That's not this. This is Charmat method. Charmat method is Prosecco. They ferment the grapes, age it a little bit, then they pour it all into this huge pressurized vat. Throw in a measured amount of yeast and sugar there. Crank the, seal it up, crank the pressure, and in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, the bubbles are incorporated. It's kind of like Champagne is like Renaissance technology, and Charmat method is industrial age technology. Yep. It's like from 1880, 1890. They haven't had a newer system, and they'll come up with something for too long. But that's what that is, and it's, you know, a little easier. It takes 18 months for a Champagne to come to fruition, and these come maybe, you know, 3 weeks, month and a half, 2 months. And if you ever wondered what a Prosecco would taste like, and they're made with the Glera grape. And the one thing about the Glera grape that's kind of weird is they don't have just regular Glera grapes. Very seldom still wine. I mean, I've been told by winemakers who make Prosecco that it's not an interesting still wine. It turns into something when they turn it into bubbly. But Chardonnay is kind of like the king grape when it comes to bubbly. That and Pinot Noir. So if you ever wondered what a Prosecco and a Champagne kind of put together would be, and for $10, you know, don't get too. I shouldn't get too over my skis with the Champagne comparisons. But it's that grape. It's the Chardonnay grape. Everybody knows it. They know it's a still one. They know it in bubbly. And it's something a little bit different. Like in Cava, they have the three grapes, Perlata, Charlo, and Macabeo. All good grapes, but it's always nice to have a Cava with Chardonnay in there because those flavors really do well with sparkling wine. And here we got a French Burgundy Charmat, Prosecco style, bubbly, with Chardonnay. And it's pretty good. I'm going to take a sip. It's not a hugely complex wine. You know, it's not one of those wines, but let's sip it. But it does taste good. It's got a lemon lime thing going on, and it has some melon and some lemon and apple. Maybe some nectarine, some juicy peach. I mean, there's like, it's a dry wine. It's a Blanc de Blanc. Blanc de Blanc means white wine from white grapes, and it's brut, meaning it's not sweet. Though it has a couple of those flavors that are kind of juicy. You know, it's nectar sweet, not sugar sweet. Yeah, it's for $10, a French Bubbly from Burgundy. Like I said, you're not going to be able to find it everywhere, but you will be able to find French Bubblies for $10 in most cities and most decent wine shops. And maybe it's not from Burgundy, maybe it's from the Loire Valley, maybe it's from Languedoc or something. Anywhere that they have good white grapes, they'll have it there. And it's kind of nice. It's yeah, I'm going to take another sip because it's one of those wines. $10 for a French Bubbly on a Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. You know, that's kind of fun, you know? I mean, that's, what else do you want out of your wine? And, you know, in that price point, you're talking about same old for Prosecco's or maybe some American kind of $10 wines. And here you're getting something unique and different and French. So that's it for me, Domaine Dave. That was the Lealais Blanc du Blanc Brut. We've got a couple more wines coming. I got a couple of Costco things happening. We'll do that in the next few days. And that's it for me. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days. Like us, we like your podcast, we will. It does help. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.